Hello everybody, let me just rearrange my chair, 1 second. There, am I in shot? Oh, I'm too high now. Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. How late are we today? Let's see. 6 minutes late, that's a record. Oh, Virtue's here. Hey Virtue, welcome back. Are you on holiday? Are you on vacation? What's going on? Are you out of school? Oh god, my camera. Come on, get in position. There we go. Beautiful. Hello, welcome. So we've got Charmoni's here. School. They're in school. Virtue's in chat. Charmoni's here. How is everyone? Hope you're all doing alright. I'm doing alright. It's got really warm in the UK, so we're enjoying some really nice weather, which has been a nice change. Darwin's here. Oh, Virtue's Wednesdays are free again. Excellent. That means we can have more Virtue in chat, everybody. But isn't that good news? Right, I'm loading TerraTech in the background. And I'm going to load up the thread. So let me just do some introductions for those that may not have seen TerraTech or this thing before. So I'm Matt. I am the community manager here for Payload Studios. I work mainly on TerraTech. I work only on TerraTech. It is literally the only game that we make. And yeah, so it's my job to make sure that you know we're making the kind of game that our TerraTech community wants to play, right? So we have a lot of engagement with you guys. We do stuff that you guys want us to do with the game. We add cool new stuff, and we also just make it a bit fun. You know, we make sure that you're having a fun time, and that's what this stream is really all about. It's just having a bit of fun, kind of showcasing what you guys have been doing. So we're doing a community core stream, as you can see here. Yeah, I got it right. I always get it wrong with my hands, which goes where. And today's really, just about showcasing what you guys have been building, you guys and girls, and everyone in between has been building in TerraTech, to showcase what is possible. So we have some repeat offenders. I mean, we have some repeat submissions from Virtue and Darwin and Charmoni. They've all got stuff in today. And really, today's just to sort of showcase what has been built in TerraTech. That's what the community core stream is. So we'll come on to that in a minute. I'm just loading the game up now. While that loads in the background, I'll go through some. We've got a few. Okay, got a good number of submissions today. So enough to keep us going. You'll probably hear the game sounds in the background. Not much I can do about that. Warbrand is here. Oh, Warbrand, welcome to the stream. So Charmoni hit the nail on the head. So let's get some updates out of the way. The DLCs for PS4 are now available in the US. That is good news. I think that happened last week. Bear with, you're going to hear some game music in a second. Not game music, some game sound, sorry. So PlayStation 4 now has, in the US, has all of the DLC packs. So that's the Weapons of War. There you go, there he is. Now I'm just going to load into the game just to shut that up. There we go. So you have Weapons of War. You have the original DLCs. You have Weapons of War. Come on, Matt. To the Stars. Those are the original DLC skin packs that we did. You've also got the R&D Labs DLC that's available now, and there's the two brand new ones, which are the Fantabulous Contraptions and the Warriors of Future Past. That's all there. You can download that. You can purchase that and download that now on PS4. So go do that. It's also on sale on PS4. TerraTech, the base game on TerraTech is on sale, as well as the first 3 DLC packs that I said. So they're on. If it's on PS4, so it's 30% off if you're just a normal person. But if you have PS Plus, it's 40% off. So you know, if you don't already own TerraTech, or if you want to grab a couple of the original DLC packs, go do that now. Because it's a good time to get it, because it's not really on sale that often on PS4. So go do it. Moving on to Switch news. So Switch have also had some DLC released. Similar situation to PS4 really. In the Switch, on the Switch version, this is just in the EU, in Europe and North America, and Australia and New Zealand as well. I don't know if we have any people from there on the chat. You can now get the Fantabulous Contraptions, and the Warriors of Future Past DLC is also available on those on Switch. And not only that, we're also on sale on the Switch as well. So similar story to PlayStation 4 really. You can get, depending on what region you're in now, I think if it's Europe, Australia and New Zealand, you get all the DLC for a discount as well. If it's North America, it's the Warriors, the Weapons of Future Past. No, the Weapons of War DLC, thank you, and To the Stars DLC. Those are the ones that are on offer, as well as the R&D Labs DLC as well. That's also on offer on the Switch. In the US, because the 2 new ones have just released, they're not on sale yet. I'm waffling because I've got a lot of things to get off. But that's it really. So to summarise, PlayStation 4 and Switch have had some new DLC available released, so you can go buy those now. They're also on sale, so go check out the store wherever you are to get your discounted game and your DLC. Lovely. Right. So we've checked that off. Virtue sent me a little message. I will have you know the increased range mode now includes AI causing actual hellfire across the TerraTech lands. Next battle challenge, I heavily recommend that mod. Thanks for the heads up, Virtue. We talked about this last week. We have set the parameters for the next community challenge. I'll tell you, I'm going to go straight into the game. So we're going to do a turret challenge, turret run. Who could do the turret run in the fastest time? I think we set a budget of 250 block bucks. 250,000 block bucks. So yeah, so it's who can do that in the fastest time, really. I'll get the rules and everything posted officially. So yeah. Let's get into it, really, shall we? Let's do that. So first up is Darwin. Darwin's Cafeteria. This thing, I feel, is going to be... Oh, we've got some mods on this one, so let me just subscribe to that. That's fine. So I'll need to reload to load Darwin's. Tankuality, good name. Let's see what Tankuality's got. So this is a... What is this? This is just some text. So we can just load into Tankualities. Let's take a look, shall we? So Tankuality, the original tilt rotor design. It looks... Oh, I love a tilt rotor. That's weird. I can just load into Darwin's... I'll load it in... I'll load it in... so there's a few more mods. I've definitely missed a few mods here. Why can't I see this one from Tankuality? It's text. It's not a game save. And I can't see it on my list. Why can't I see it on my list? Let's give it a little refresh. Tankuality, your tech isn't working for some reason. Your Oh, okay. Okay, it uses unofficial blocks. That's frustrating. I can't actually do Tankualities because I haven't got any unofficial mods installed, and I can't go through all of that. So I'm going to have to skip Tankualities for this week. Maybe we'll keep that for next time when we do the unofficial mod stream or the mod stream. So let's load into Virtue. So Virtue, I'm just going to load in your mods as well. 1 second. Let's just subscribe to all these. Virtue, there we go. So we're subscribed to this. So Virtue, same thing. I'm going to have to come back to yours. Sharmoni, you are here, so we can do Sharmoni's right now. So Sharmoni's. Let's read what Sharmoni has written. Here's my little stunt tank. I love this. I played around with this earlier. Let's go to the stunt ramps because it does some fun stuff. It uses reverse hover bug for downforce gripping based on Falchoin's Getix. So shout out to Falchoin if you're here. This is what I want to show off really for Sharmoni's. This is brilliant. Yes, Virtue, that's fine. I know I can swap, or I can deploy, not swap, but I want to make sure I've got all the correct skins and stuff installed for Darwin's. So I'll come back to that. This is what I want to show off with Sharmoni's. Look, Mono hands. It just stays there, guys. So this is quite a nifty little use of the inverted hover bug. Oh, for those who don't know, let's talk about hover bug. We've not talked about it for a while. So hover bug it's an unintended game feature. I don't know what those noises were. That sounded weird. It's an unintended game feature that has been sort of capitalised on by a few of you pesky little rascals. I can't really see it that well in this one though. It's sort of hidden. But basically, what a hover bug is, if you put a hover pad over a wheel, it creates infinite lift. Basically, I'm not going to go into details as to why, But ultimately, the hovers keeps on trying to push against the wheel, thus creating infinite lift for free as well. So it's a bit of a hack, a bit of a bug. That's why hence the name hover bug. And what you can do with that is interesting things. You can obviously create infinite lift, so you can just create things that fly, and you can control the altitude of those quite easily, literally by just setting it at a height and it will stay there. You can do things like this that Charmoni's done, where you invert it and it gives you infinite downforce. So you can do things like you just saw, like pushing it against, well, it just means it can just stick to stuff. So you can go vertically and it can go sort of against, well, like you just saw. So yeah, pretty cool, nifty little thing. I quite enjoy things like this. Another interesting thing you can do with Hoverbug is it is programmable as well. Now, by that I mean, now, QuackDuck, I don't know if QuackDuck's in the chat, if they had a really cool programmed, they used a swivel, and you could program it to pick up blocks and then drop the blocks off, and it was all very automated. It was very clever, and then depending on how many blocks you then fed into that system, because you could, that was it, I'm remembering it now. Because you can break the chain, because there's a hover up here and a wheel down here. Because it's physics based, and if a resource block goes in between the two, so imagine there's a block going in between the two, you can effectively turn off the hover bug. Hence make you have a binary yes or no. You have a 1 or a 0, a true or a false. And you can do stuff with it, and it's kind of cool. You can make, using infinite motion sort of stuff. You can do cool stuff with it. So I'll try and dig that out. Actually, that's a really cool tech. But yeah, you can program with it. It's kind of cool. Virtue says it sounds like something that can be used to make an in-game calculator. Yes, go and do that. If someone can make an in-game calculator using the programmable hoverbug, that'd be amazing. Anyway, so yeah, this is Charmoni's. So, I mean, not to oversimplify it, Charmoni, but this is a really cool. It's a pretty simple tank, in fairness, just with the addition of the infinite downforce. So it looks great. It's obviously used. What skins have we used on the back here? I don't recognise them. I'm guessing they're stock skins. It's the Stunt Tonk. Yeah. But yeah, no, cool looking tech, Charmoni. I am enjoying it a lot. I think we're showing more. Yeah, we're showing pretty much. It's party trick. Its party trick is that it can go upside down. I'm just gonna do it one more time. Just looks a really cool looking tech. I think this is. I say it a lot, but this is sort of. Oh, I see why it's making noise. Something over this. Okay. What I like the most about it is it just looks like a typical Hawkeye branded tank. Do you know what I mean? With maybe a bit of, obviously, with a future influence at the back, but it's a very typical sort of Hawkeye looking thing. It's really cool. There we go. But I beat my personal best. Cool, lovely stuff. Well, thanks for that, Charmoni. I'm going to move on because we have Scallywag Mag is up next. There's a ton of mods on this one that I definitely haven't subscribed to, so let me just check I have all of these. I subscribed to that one, I subscribed to that one, that one. Oh, I have subscribed to all these, so maybe we should be able to load straight into this. Now, Scallywag Mag, if you're in chat, am I loading in the screenshot? Or am I loading in? Okay, so maybe this is a snapshot. So I can't see any Steam Workshop links, so let's just do this. Is it going to be here? Whoopsie, is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? Bismarck D, yeah, it is. Cool. Right, let's go back to the teleporter, and we can load in. So this is Scallywag Mag's Bismarck D. This is a monumental warship. There's a bit of guff to it. So it's got some what they called. What happens when you hit X, everybody? Explosive bolts. Yeah, it's got explosive bolts. So there's some turrets here. Nice. I love a good explosive bolt with turrets. They look wicked. If you don't know what explosive bolts are, go check out our YouTube channel. You can learn more about what explosive bots are and how you can use them and the cool stuff you can do and the different types of explosive bots there are. We have a tutorial on there for that. So let's just do that now, shall we? So we are anchored, so I can just do this without any worry. Oh, and they just slot in nicely. Beautiful. Right, so they're going to act as turrets. They're going to basically just fire on their own, which is nice. So we can set those to guard. I don't know if I need to do this or not. I can never remember. So let's read what Scallywag Mag has written. So there's a bit of lore behind this. Built to complement the Model 7 series of dreadnoughts, it has earned the name Bismarck from the crews that serve on it, as well as the ones that have seen it in combat, boasting some of the most fearsome secondaries seen in the Maldarian dreadnoughts. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. It makes quick work of anything unfortunate to be standing next to it. Oh, I love a bit of flavour. I love a bit of flavour to my text, you know? A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Woo. They've gone into a bit more detail. In reality, it's the third or fourth revamp of the M20 Dreadnought. So this is one of Scallywag Mag's other techs have built. It features a lot of innovations and new design philosophies. The Mark 7 variant Dreadnought, designed to look good and still be more or less capable of dealing with anything that might spawn in the R&D combat square or campaign mode if you find the resources to spawn it in. Yeah, this would be a beast to spawn in on campaign. What is it? 7.5 million block bucks. That's a lot. So let's just take it for a spin, shall we? Let's. Do you know? I think this should be strong enough to take on the turret run. So let's just chuck it down the turret run and see what happens. Zugbug says flavor text is also my favourite. I hate reading but love eating. Oh wait, what do you want? What's wrong? I got a mountain of a pepper in my text description. If you wish to spend 5 minutes reading, I'll try my best, Virtue. Oh, the bloody turrets! Good shout, Virtue. Good shout. Good shout. Good shout. All right, let's just reload it. No harm in doing that. Good shout. So I realised. Oh, there you go. Nice. Slow it down. It's not fully charged, but then again, that just takes too long. So let's just. Oh, lasers! I like lasers. Okay, so we have to kind of go down the side for this. Let's just. Oh, those turrets. They're not the most stable of turrets, are they? They don't really want to stay on. That's taking a lot of. Yes, this is quite manoeuvre. It's very quick actually. Very quick for such a big ship. It's got a lot of acceleration off the mark. There you go. So this is a good example as to what we'll be doing in the. What we won't be doing in the turret challenge because I'm breaking some of the rules. I'll recap what that is going to be later. But let's just see what Scallywag Mag's what did we call it? Bismarck. Excuse me. How the Bismarck ship gets on. Oh, it's taking a bit of a beating. I'm surprised. Granted, I've not got any shield on here. That's fair. Hey Kaiser, welcome to the stream. Okay, we're not. Those turrets, I think they're more long-range artillery, aren't they? They're not really made for close combat. And I'm sort of listening. Okay, this could be the end. I'm just gonna have to leave it here and let it have an honourable death. While I load in the next text. So Warbrand, you are up next. So what have we got here? Do I need any mods? No, I do not. Yeah, this great design for a tech, and I think if it was a bit, if we're against sort of techs that were a bit further away, or these turrets were coming, and they're great use of the multi-tech, by the way. Great use of these turrets, these sort of multi-tech turrets. They're self-aiming ones. Excuse me. But yeah, kind of a bit close combat, not so good. But that's fine. Not all techs can be perfect. Right, I think we'll leave it there. We'll there you go. Right, next tech is Warbrand. So Warbrand, you're up next. What have we got here? Okay, unavailable. Missing blocks. So there's obviously some mods on Warbrand's tech. And it doesn't say which mods it uses, so I might have to skip over this. says this block no longer exists. That's a modded block, right? Maybe Nova? Okay. Let's go back there. I'm going to need to restart the thing anyway, so let's restart the labs. I'll come back to that one, because maybe I've subscribed to it on a different thing. Oh, okay. Well then, we've only got one more to do actually, so if there's any GK Vex, is there any other one that you have to show off? And even this one has mods, so let's load those in. Let's just get this in here. Make sure that it's loaded in. So GK Vex is there. Okay, right, so I'm going to quit the game out, or quit out the game. Oh, I'm not in unstable. I will do that. Good shout, Virtue. That is a good shout. That's some other news I missed out. There's a new unstable that has been released. I will load into the new unstable right now. But yeah, we released a new unstable and it features some new cabs. So let's load into Steam. Let's get it loaded up. Let's load into the... it's going to take a minute just to download all this stuff. So I'll go into unstable. So it's going to take a minute to get that downloaded. Now hopefully I should be subscribed to all of the correct things. Warbrand, if your tech doesn't work, you may need to... Oh, it should work now, yeah. Warbrand's tech will definitely work. Definitely, right, Warbrand? I have faith that your tech will definitely 100% work and it definitely won't fail. Sorry guys, I need to messing around my camera again. Sorry if anyone gets motion sickness from that. Right, the game is loaded, so I can load back into that. But yeah, let me recap. We launched we released the latest TerraTech Unstable, the TT Unstable build, which features a handful of new cabs. There are a different variety of cabs, so you can build like a tank using your Hawkeye cab, for example. Because the old cab was, or the other cab was meant for more of a helicopter kind of cockpit type thing. This one, I think you can now build a cab from it, and vice versa. With the Venture cab, you can now build a cool looking cockpit with it. We'll show them off actually. We'll load into it and we can show each cab and what they do, and what their perks are for each one. But firstly, we'll need to load into Darwin's Nova Corp, or the Nova Barracks. So I have on good authority. So I'll read out what Darwin's done while this loads up. So let's go to this. I'll load into R&D just because it's just flat. So this is what Darwin said about theirs. This barracks has a functional armory, infirmary, engineering room, and cafeteria. However, the roof, walls, shields, and other defences have been removed to allow for a more thorough inspection. Good stuff. This facility can also accommodate a full battalion of Nova troopers, as seen on screen. I'll come on to that. Nova 21st Infantry Battalion are having an assembly in front of the barracks. So let's take a look. Here we go. Right. So let's just plonk this down over here. I think we had some problems there with Twitch. Basically, what happened was Darwin broke everything. But we're back in now, so this should now all work. Have we got an ad, Virtue? Sorry about the ads. I literally have no control over the adverts. Lovely. Right. Well, anyway, so we're back in now. Hopefully, we should all be able to see Darwin's wonderful tech. So let me recap. So this is their barracks. It's got an armory, infirmary, engineering room, and cafeteria. So let's take a look. So we have, here's the cafeteria with all of Darwin's blocks. We've got a chef doing chefy things at their cook station. We have an infirmary with all the doctors in their lab coats and this patient and that looks pretty terminal, to be fair. Yeah, look, he's got the X's in the eyes, definitely means that he's dead, right? So he's gone. You know, these guys are checking in on this guy, you know, checking his stats, make sure he's okay. This guy's just moving hazardous waste around, I imagine, which is a good... I suppose the infirmary is a better place than they need to do that in, right? Then what have we got over here? So this is the... What else have we got? The engineering room, I believe. Yes, just these are engineers. This guy's just... hang on. What's this guy doing? Let's zoom in. What's he working on? Oh yeah, these bar graphs and charts. He's got a little trackpad. That looks so cool. And then this guy obviously as well. Come on. I'm surprised none of these are slacking off playing TerraTech, Darwin. Oh yeah, this guy's just doing a bit of engineering work. Man, this is so flipping cool. Over here, these are obviously the bunk beds that I've destroyed to try and free up some space. Whoops. And then these guys, yeah, they've got obviously the cafeteria. So these guys are playing, again, Darwin told me on good authority, these guys are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! My initial thought was this was... I could use photo mode, couldn't I? That's a better idea. You guys are so much better at this than me. Let's get that build beam. We'll go into photo mode. I have on good authority these guys are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I initially thought it was Magic the Gathering, but no, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't actually see any of the... Okay, we can. That's crazy. So much detail. I kind of want to, yeah. If you could actually make them have, like, I want to see green eyes, blue eyes, white dragon. That's what I want to see. Or Exodia. I want to see someone pulling off an Exodia move, right? Or at least a blue eyes, white dragon. And those are the only 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that I can remember. Beautiful, right? And then over here, so we're moving. This is the engineering bay. We've seen all this again. More hazardous waste. There's a lot of hazardous waste on this thing for what is quite a basic structure. Yeah, this guy dead. Look, he's definitely dead. And then just a load of bunk beds, like a Google server stack. This is green, red, blue, yellow, purple, cyan, and then this is the 21st Regiment, whatever they're called. Crazy amounts of detail, Darwin. So again, these are all. This is Darwin's mod. Darwin made this, and this is their fearless leader. I'm going to call him Roger. He doesn't have a gun. Doesn't need a gun. Just has a sword that he can just do sword things with. So yeah, Darwin made this all using. Oh, excuse me, I'm going a bit crazy there. Using official mods. He has a name. Oh, what's his name? I just gave him a name. I call him Roger. And he will forever be known as Roger, and I will not be told otherwise. Say hello, Roger. Hello. Cool. So this was made using official mods, and Darwin basically just made a load of 3D models and put them in a game. Really easy to do. This is such an easy thing that Darwin did. Anyone can do it. I'm joking, obviously. This is so much work. These little chairs. I mean, just look at these little chairs. So cool. There you go. Right, I've spent enough time on this. Darwin, you're amazing. I can wax lyrical about all this all day. But unfortunately, I have other things to show. So let's go out of photo mode. Let's restart the R&D labs because that's the best thing to do. Maybe I can change. Fridge Maker says I won't hear otherwise. He's watching now. I'll read my post. Sorry. Oh, set gamma to 0. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting my submissions mixed up. Okay, so his unofficial name, because what I say is official, but Darwin's unofficial name is First Prime Kieferin Braxton, Commander of Nova 21st Infantry Battalion, a.k.a. Roger. Good stuff. Right, so now, next up is Darwin. Sorry, Virtue. Sorry, I'm getting all my users mixed up. So, why can't I see your tech on here? Is it because I haven't subscribed to it? It's because I have not subscribed to it. Let's try again. Still not there. Good stuff. This is what you want to see. It's a game save. You literally put it in your... Yeah, it's a save. I get it. Don't shout at me. I'm going to load it in now. It's just a toaster, right? Yeah, it's this one. You did put it in big text. To be fair, Virtue, you did put it in big text. Then again, I'm very lazy. But no, I found it. We're loading into it. Oh god, this is a lot of text. Whew, right. This is the Toaster version 4. The LDA engineers have been busy once again tearing out entire chunks of hull and replacing it with cheaper and lighter hull so additional funds can be allocated to other systems. Most notably weaponry and I believe 2 additional GMBs, while staying within the 10 million block buck budget. I need to set the gamma to 0. So let me set the gamma to 0. Gamma is at 0. Oh, I can even have it even more 0. We're also on the lowest setting, so we can actually see what's going on. Now there's a huge wall of text that I won't read because that will take too long, and it's quite boring. Not that it's not interesting, but hearing me talk about it would be quite dry. But Virtue does say, there's a summary, it says the V4 is a direct upgrade to version 3 with groundbreaking maneuverability capabilities compared to the previous version with additional energy capacity and efficiency that can provide the Toaster with multiple hours of energy uncharged. It has also had substantial additions to its defensive capability with the addition of massive quantities of support weaponry and notable additions of heavy weapons, along with the addition of GSO missile batteries for general purpose reliable damage providing. A version 5 is extremely unlikely for the coming 8+ months. Makes me really wish to have a redo of the TT Naval Warfare Challenge. No more redos of that. That was the most stressful. That was the most stressful challenge I think I've ever done. So we probably won't do that again. Anyway, right. So this is the Toaster version. What version did we say? Version 4 was it? Yeah, version 4. Right. So what have we got going on here? Let's go into build beam. No, let's go into photo mode. This is the best thing to do. This is why photo mode was created. It wasn't so that everyone could take nice fancy screenshots and share them on Twitter and Facebook. It was just that I can go into photo mode and show awesome text like this. So there's tons of artillery here, Virtue, tons of weaponry. The classic purple and black LDA vibe, using the Geocorp sort of pipe. Whatever they're called, pipe block things, to add a lovely bit of detail. Can we go inside? Do we dare go inside? So there's a little walkway up here. Let's just take this walkway all the way up to the little cockpit thing. Obviously, there's a lovely little sombrero here. There's the Lathrix top hat up there. I mean, all this stuff looks cool. Oh, we've even got a NovaCorp guy just doing some engineering, and another little NovaCorp tool station here. Obviously, fire extinguishers, very important. Oh, another couple over here. So, a guy just doing some calculations. Another guy doing a bit of engineering work. Versus Darwin's World War II mod pack, apparently. Virtue, was that the bridge? Have I visited the bridge? Is there anything more that I can see on this? And here we go. So, big guns, doing tons of damage. I think that's everything from the outside, right? Or sorry, it's available to view from the inside. So let's take a deep dive to see what's in the guts of this thing. Just tons of, just tons of blocks, shields, lots of gyroscopes, lots of batteries. Nothing that interesting. Nothing that would be more interesting than, say, ammo. So Virtue saying ammo boxes come included. Nice. Well, Virtue, I don't know what more to say about these that I haven't already said. They are amazing. They look stunning. I can guarantee this wasn't what we had in mind when we first started making TerraTech. We didn't think, what crazy things are people going to build? But that is the beauty of a sandbox game like TerraTech. People will still make stuff that you're just not expecting, and this is definitely up there as something that I wouldn't have imagined being able to be built in TerraTech. But you know, mods are a thing, right? And I'll never underestimate the limits of people's creativity, because this is crazy. Should we see how it gets on? Let's go out of photo mode, and let's just hit that spacebar. Let's just bask in the glory. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to hold down spacebar and bask in the glory of. Oh. I do agree, actually, Virtue. This is a... this would have been a decent challenger for the... Oh, I hope I didn't break things by pressing the button. But let's take it for a test drive. Come on, let's go down. There we go. What better run to do than the turret run? So this is just under 10 million block bucks, I believe. Let's see. Oh, it's not, I've got a snapshot. I have to take your word for it that it's under 10 million block bucks. Virtue. So I haven't got a snapshot of it. It's 900,000, 999, 997. Wait. 999,997. That's what I said. Yeah, as expected, this it really isn't going to struggle with the demands that the turret run has. So Virtue's also saying this version also has air-to-ground capabilities, unlike their older versions. Good to know. Is it me? It feels like it's on the wonk a little bit. It feels like it's sort of doing mad a little bit. Maybe we're a bit unbalanced, possibly. As expected, not a huge amount of challenge for this for the Mark IV. Yeah, that's a bit expected. And the last one. Oh, sorry. Oh god, there's loads of turrets on the turret run. This is crazy. Right, getting bored. Good stuff. Right, let's restart the R&D test chamber. Virtue says the slanting is just mask sensitivity. It's fully stable. So it's on the wonk. Just it's alright. Right, Warband, you're up now. Can I change my settings back now? Looks weird having it really low res. Maybe I need to do a restart. Yeah, I probably need to do a restart. Anyway, right, let's load into Warbrands. So let's get this. Yeah, here we go. So we can actually load it in now. I need to improve the gamma as well. That's what I need to do. Let's crack that gamma up just a smidge. Oh, that's better. There we go. Right. Let's get this thing charged up. It's got batteries. While it charges, I will read. Whoops! I will read what Warbrand has to say about their entry. Shall I? Not the largest tech they've ever built, but a simple one for the core. Nice for the core. The Nova Mobile Command Vehicle is designed to be a defensible mobile refinery in which logistics bases can be set up around. Ooh, that's all the description we have. I appreciate the brevity. Warbrand, just anchor it. Okay, that makes sense. Let's anchor it. Get those. What in the world? Oh, it's a delivery cannon. I thought it was some weird modded thingy-mabob. Solar panel. So while that loads, because that's going to say while this sort of recharges, let's take a look at all of the new cabs, shall we? So we've got the wide cab. We've got. While that loads up, let's just go into this. So we've got the GSO wide cab. So this is going to help with things like uneven builds or odd builds, where you have an odd number, or even builds even. No, it can help with even builds. More like cab, yeah. This is the GSO cab. Oh, I love that. I'm going to nick that. Can I use that joke, please, Darwin? It's a really good joke. Then the hang on. Let me pull up exactly what is included, because there are some things that I don't recognise. Geocorp didn't get one. Poor Geocorp. They never get nothing. Anyway, so we have a cruise cab, so which is a similar one to just another long cab. We also have the flanker cab. Let's take a look at the flanker cab. So this is what I was saying about the sort of a cockpit sort of vibe. No functionality added to these. These are literally just cabs, modules. They don't do anything. They can't be used as anything else but cabs. Does this one still shoot? Yeah, this one still shoots. This one still shoots. This one, no shooting, but looks wicked. So yeah, you can plop that on top of your text in your planes and make it look a nice streamlined cockpit. Let me see if I'm going to load in. Just 1 second. Sorry, while that Warbrands is still loading, and we've only got one to do after Warbrands, so we've got a bit of time. I have got some text I can load. I have the liftoff tech somewhere. Here he is. So let's plot liftoff here. So as you can see, liftoff. You know, I mean it's fine. It is what it is. What it can be is this. Oh, yeah, that looks better. Yeah. So there you go. So there's a sort of cockpit vibe going on now. I mean, obviously I've had to sacrifice other stuff. But there's a proper cockpit vibe. And now it looks wicked. Actually, it looks way better. Sorry guys, I've turned off chat. There we go. It's fully charged. Oh, it fully charged a while ago. Okay, never mind. So I still want to show off these cabs, Warbrands. So give me a minute. There's a couple more to show. The Hawkeye Bruiser cab. So let's take a look at the Bruiser cab. Where are you? The Bruiser cab. So this is a tank cab. Now I haven't got any tanks to put this in, but this is designed primarily, as I say, to sort of go in tanks. It's got a few more APs, a bit more versatile, and it just looks wicked. You can plop that on top of your tank, or you know, sort of surfacing above your tank, and it will look wicked. And then we have a couple of Better Future cabs. Better Future needed some different types of cabs. A more streamlined cab. Excuse me. I always do that. So yeah, we've got a more streamlined Better Future cab, and then a longer streamlined Better Future cabs. These fit in better with the streamline blocks, and just allow you, just gives you a bit more, yeah, a bit more options as to what you can do with your Better Future techs. I think they're great. I think they're really cool. And then last but not least is the Reticle Research. You've got a cab, so it's the Lookout cab. So let's take a look. Again, similar to the others, just a similar principle. I think it still obviously still has the battery capacity. It's just squished and it's just squished, isn't it? Yeah. The other Reticle Research cab is 2x2x2. This is 2x1x2. So there you go. Those are all the new cabs. They look pretty cool. This is a Torcar says, so just wondering, is there any plans to reduce drift in hovertechs? Currently they control like a cow on ice. That is a good question. Where is the Windows? No Windows on the Reticle Research one. They don't need Windows. It's all done with willpower. What long-term future cab I'm going to make a flying saucer? Nice. So let's take a look at Warbrands while I talk about Torcar's question, which is, are there any plans to reduce drift in hovercrafts? So, for those, it depends how far into the game you've got Torcar. We have made, and I'll show it quickly, we've added a, under accessories, it is the, where is it? Stabilizing computer. So when we introduced Better Future, we did a bit of work on the hovers. So Better Future hovers now act properly. There was issue. We were the first to admit it. There were issues with the older pre-Better Future hovers. They were a bit unstable and they sort of acted a bit erratically. And we've made the Better Future stabilizing computer, so you can add this to your older tech. Anything that's sort of before, anything you get before Better Future in campaign. This will apply to. I mean, the Better Future hovers already have it built in already. That's just a built-in feature. So you need to worry about adding that to your Better Future techs or hovers. But yeah, add that to your older techs, and you should find better stability with your hovers. Cool, right. So let's talk about Warbrands. I've sort of been waffling on a bit too much. So this is just a Nova mobile command vehicle. It's designed to be a defensible mobile refinery in which logistics bases can be set up around. Okay, so what does that mean? Defensible mobile refinery. Okay, so we can go and let's put that to the test. We can't do too much. We can go and grab some resources and see exactly how defensible it is. So where do we want to go? We want to go to excuse me. So this has got the new cab. Oh, cool. Right, let's take it out. Okay, so this is a good example. This is the new Bruiser cab from Hawkeye. That's the one that we're talking about. And again, it fits perfect. Fits with the aesthetics of Hawkeye. Does the job of being a cab. Anyway, enough of that. We're here to pick some stuff up. Bang. Right. So it's a mobile refinery. So are you going to pick some stuff up? Okay, that's weird. There we go, right. So it's picking it up. Can't quite seem to make it under this. Is it just gonna... Warbrand, have I done something? Do I need to anchor it? Let's anchor it. There we go. So it's a mobile. So it's not mobile then, is it? Warbrand. It's not mobile. This is the opposite of mobile. If I have to anchor it, I'm docking you points. I'm docking you made-up internet points that I've just improvised on the spot. Obviously, I'm being facetious. This is wicked. Please don't take me seriously. I love it. It's semi-mobile. It is. That is true. But you get the gist. So this is it's a pretty well defended. I kind of want to know what's. Can I open these doors? Can I open these armor bits? Okay, they just look like doors. I mean, they look cool doors. It looks great. It's such a good use of the. What this is, the delivery cannon. And again, right, it really fits in with the aesthetics of the Hawkeye. It definitely looks like it could just be its own cannon, not just one that just sells stuff. And then obviously you've got tons of guns. Nice touch with the better feature skin on there. That's a nice little touch. Cool. Warbrand, I think we've done that, right? We've showcased what your. Let me get out of this. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in here. Let me get out of here. Oh, okay, still stuck. Still stuck. There we go. Right, we're out. Good stuff, Warbrand. That looks wicked. Warbrand is the man. And then last but not least is GK Beck. So let's load that in now. Oh yeah, it was a snapshot. Big one. Go away. This is it. So let's swap this out. Right, so GK Beck. What have we got? So this is a multi-tech. Right? Yeah, multi-tech. So there's... Let me read the instructions. Press X to deploy currently 6 drones and 1 radar. There is a bug which may cause some drones to not launch successfully. Ignore that beep, that was me. So let's just hit X. So it's a radar that deploys cool little drone buddies. And one that isn't a drone. But apparently can't fly it for some reason. Let's turn it into an aeroplane. There we go. Can you lift off, please? There we go. Right, there we go, right. Here we go, right, cool. So this GKX is just a cool little... I don't want to pause there. It's a multi-tech. It's a good example of what a multi-tech is. I'll reload it, but yeah, it just sort of sets some drones out, and then... oh, come on. Set some drones out. Come on. It's a bit tricky to fly. Maybe I'm not meant to be flying it. The hover controller is the problem. Take that multi-tech and bring it on the turret run. That'd be fun. So let's reload it. Let's reload it. You can see exactly what's going on here. Cool. So there's 6 drones. Basically attached to a radar. So the idea being that if there was ever enemies in your proximity that were picked up by this radar, as you can see, you could just deploy your fleet. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to set you to an enemy, you to an enemy, you, there you go. So there's enemies in the vicinity. There's enemies in the vicinity. Hit X, and they're off. And they're going to go defend my honour. While I also scan the area. Continue to scan the area. I'm just going to fight to the death. This is like... I'm getting horrible flashbacks to the warship challenge. Ooh. A lot of chaos. Red leader is down. Red leader is down. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, that's a cool little tech. Pretty. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, it's still pretty. Oh, I was going to say it's pretty simple. It's not simple at all. I don't know how this radar's spinning. I'm assuming there's some anti-grav, some hoverbug shenanigans going on in here, and that's why it's on a pivot. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. But it's still really cool. Warbrand was saying they'd love to see a tech like that in a mission. Me too, Warbrand. Me too. Lovely. So there you have it. That's Community Core in a nutshell. I feel like we've covered it all off. Darwin would like to make their own mission. Yeah, man. What blocks have you chose to implement from the suggestions? Ooh, good question about you. So we debated. We've closed that thread now. Now I won't. It's too early. It's genuinely too early to say which ones we're going to work on because we just don't know. But we've got a short list, and we're gonna, we will have something to show in the next few weeks. I know that's not right straight away, but this is how things go. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the suggestions thread. We've got some cool ideas. And these are all based on... So basically, for those that don't know, we've got some room in our development budget. By that I mean we've got time in our schedules to develop some new stuff, to add some cool new blocks to the game. And we thought rather than trying to make stuff up as we go along, let's actually ask you guys for your own opinions and what you'd like to see. So we've done that. And there's a whole thread that we just basically asked for your suggestions. There's a whole thread in our forums. And there's so many. There's like 4 or 5 pages of the stuff. It's so good. Darwin says, want a race, see which ones are implemented the blocks first. See who implements the blocks first, devs or modders. I mean, that's not fair, right? Because modders are better than us. Excuse me, I'll ruin my camera. But yeah, watch your space. But ultimately, yeah, there's based on your suggestions, we are now going to go away. And I can tell you this because we had the meeting today. It was literally today where we sort of made a short list of the types of blocks that we want. And we're going to go and we're going to add it and we're going to make them. Our artists are going to go and draw them up. And when we have something to share, so I'll share some sort of work in progress stuff. So sort of some concept drawings or whatever they look like. I'll share those in as soon as I can, and so you can all sort of see what we're doing and what we'll be working on. But yeah, until then, that's really it. But that's all I can share at the minute. Cool. Right, so that's the other thing I want to talk about is the next sort of community challenge. So it's going to be a tight run challenge. I'll recap the rules. It's going to be a tight run. So who can go from one end of the tight run to the other in the quickest time possible? The budget was 250,000 block bucks. And basically all I'm going to do to prevent any map for piloting, to prevent any sort of terrible cockpit piloting from my end, I am literally going to hit forwards and a spacebar at the start and time it. From the second you start hitting your first turret, from the second I start hitting forward and spacebar is when I'll start the timer, and then when I stop the timer is when the last cab or the last turret is destroyed. The last sort of thing on the turret. And that's all I do. I will literally just hold forward and spacebar. That's all I'm doing. And you have to destroy every turret on the turret run. So the fastest time to do that in wins. Warbrand says, so a vehicle with a plasma cannon from Reticle Research and some boosters. I mean, is that going to be able to do it quick enough? Or is you may go too fast and you may miss something out. So it's an important thing to balance out is speed versus damage, right? If you make it too fast, you're going to miss some of the turrets. In which case you'll be disqualified. So and also you don't want to then put too much into your weapons and not enough into your defenses. You don't want to end up potentially dying or getting blown up. So, interesting one. I have a feeling that Darkstar will probably win this because they're the master at doing this sort of stuff. But we'll persevere. I can't see why not, Sharmoni. Sharmoni asks if missiles are allowed. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put too many restrictions on what block can or can't be put in. I realise missiles may be a bit overpowered, but they're in the game. I'm not going to exclude them just because they may be a bit OP. Hawkeye says Hawkeye Seeker missiles would be too easy. Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. But go and build it and prove me wrong. What did we say about multi-techs? I can't see why not. If you want to do a multi-tech, I can't see why not. I feel like you're using... you'll be using up valuable block bucks on explosive bolts that may or may not serve a purpose. Because I would have to take the value of the tech before it's turned into a multi-tech, right? So before I hit X to deploy the turrets or whatever. Warbrand says, okay, GSO explosive bolts are cheap. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, fine. If you want to do multi-techs, we can do multi-techs. But it would, I'd have to base the value on the tech when it has all the explosive bolts on it. Cool. Right. So those are the rules. Check our forums. I'll get the rules put up on our forums soon, so we all know. Are you gonna make drones? You can make drones. That could also work. Yeah, there's a block book. There's a 250,000 block buck limit to make things interesting. Multi-text might be good. Interesting. Dr. Sherlock's anti-missile flare would be interesting. Ooh, anti-missile flare. Yeah, I love the idea of anti-aircraft, sort of anti-missile flares. Interesting. That's one of the topics that came up in today's discussion when we were sort of thinking about new blocks. Yeah, like a decoy. Yeah, exactly. We do need anti-missile and anti-aircraft anti-missiles. Anti-missile missiles. Exactly, Bertie. Lovely. Right. So those are the rules. So keep your eyes on our forums. I'll get those rules posted as soon as possible. So I guess we'll end it there, chat. I'll get that thread posted today so we can showcase some of them tomorrow on next week's stream. We'll have something to do next week. But until then, I guess we'll leave it there. Because I'm also overrunning. So have a great week, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for submitting all your texts. It was a lot of fun. Have a thumbs up. Have a Matt thumbs up. Have a great week. See you soon, everyone. Bye.